You are watching MDN Teleradio.
Mga kaibigan, balik po tayo sa programa natin ng Dangpanan sa Katawan. Dito lang po sa MDN Teleradio. You can watch us anytime, anywhere. Now, balik po tayo dun sa napag-usapan natin. No? Meron po tayong iniwan na tanong sa ating chairman with regards to the practice of the profession. Being the chairman of the PRC Professional Regulatory Board for Criminology, sila po yung nagbibigay ng tinatawag ng gobyerno na quality assurance mechanism kung itong isang tao na nagnanais mag-practice ng kaniyang profesyon ay pasado doon sa standards na sinet ng gobyerno. No? As we all know, as mentioned already by Dr. June de la Cruz, he mentioned that there is already an existing formal education. No? Meron na tayong tinatawag na BS Industrial Security Management, and this is a 4-year degree that tries to professionalize, no, the security personnel of our country. Now, tanungin natin ang ating bisita, no, si Chairman Gaba, with regards to this practice of the profession. How can the Professional Regulation Commission, Mr. Chairman, support the practice of the security profession of our country, considering that their number is also very significant? Sa nabanggit nga natin, roughly there are more than 700,000 personnel spread all over the country protecting lives and property. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Dean Jerry. This is interesting, no? Sa ating kasi sa field ng education and training, sa ating mga involved sa mga quality assurance mechanism, pagdating sa mga qualification standards ng professionals, ay marami tayong mga sinusundan ngayon, no? Meron tayong mga national qualifications framework. Sa atin kasi sa amin, no, sa PRC, usually ang level na nag-uumpisa yung aming quality assurance ay sa level 6, no, yung mga graduates ng baccalaureate degree, no, at merong mga licensure examination. Ngayon, siyempre alam naman natin na mostly ang mga qualification ng mga guards, no, starts from sometimes high school graduate lang or 72 units of college, no, and so on and so forth. So, ang PRC ay medyo walang jurisdiction pagdating sa ganon kasi we have to start with level 6, that is baccalaureate degree at least man lang, or merong professional license, no? Kaya interested lang din ang criminology dito kasi nga, sa tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, for a long time, nagiging isa sa mga professional practice ng criminologists yung area ng private security and safety. Kaya nga sa binubuo ngayon ng PRC, no, na sinusulong din namin sa Kongreso, yung pag-i-institutionalize ng career progression and specialization ng professionals, nakasama dyan ang criminologists, no, sa kanilang career progression and specialization ay tinuturing namin na isang specialization ng criminologists sa kanyang practice ang security and safety. Ibig sabihin, from level 6 na ikaw ay naging criminologist, moving forward to level 7 and 8 na Philippine Qualifications Framework, ang security practice ay magiging specialization mo. But then again, that is going to level 7. Okay. No? Or level 8, which is way above than the minimum requirements naman doon sa alam nating security guards or watchman naman na subject of regulation nitong RA 5487 at itong mga pinopropose na batas ngayon. So, sa atin lang naman, sa criminologists ay sana mabigyan ng pansin itong fact na ito na ang criminologists ay hindi dapat maapektuhan ng anumang proposed bill because we are way above the minimum requirements that the proposed law, or even the old law, 5487, is requiring as minimum qualification standards. So maganda itong security practice na ito at actually si Sir June is one of the endorsed member of the Career Progression and Specialization to design the quality assurance mechanism of a criminologist practicing in the security field going up to specialization of level 7 and subspecialization of level 8. So dito lang interesado ang criminologist.
Okay. So, Mr. Chairman, parang nakikita mo na this bill somehow would run contrary to the existing law, particularly in the practice of the criminology profession, because doon sa batas natin nakasaklaw doon yung sinasabi nating practice of profession na kasama doon yung security, no? Parang lumalabas na itong the old law, itong sinasabi nating Republic Act 5487 somehow is being supplemented now with the law for the criminology profession, no? Now, with that, Mr. Chairman, ano yung nakikita mong problema dito? Hindi mo na natin i-touch yung proposed bill. Dito lang muna tayo with the existence of the new law in the practice of the criminology profession na sinasabi doon saklaw yung security versus the old law or the law of security, the Republic Act 5487. Ano yung nakikita mong dynamics dito or conflict kaya, Mr. Chairman?
It was quite interesting kasi the last Congress, 17th Congress, I was also invited. Niraise na itong issue na ito kasi nga, si Sir June would actually you have had the first-hand knowledge, no? Ang tanong palagi is, ang dami dyan mga registered criminologists na nag-act as private detective or investigator. So ang tanong is, are they subject to the licensure ng PNP SOSYA? Yan. Dapat naman silang mag-training ng investigation at kumuha ng license from the PNP SOSYA. Since we are already registered criminologists, when I was asked that, ang sagot ko from the perspective of criminology, lalong-lalo ngayon, meron tayong bagong batas, is that criminologists are not supposed to be anymore required for another license, another qualification standards, another requirement from the PNP SOSYA. Because the license granted by the PRC to a criminologist is a government license to practice a profession. And private detective and investigation is a profession that is included in the scope of practice of a criminologist. Yun ang opinion ko ever since at hindi nagbabago yan, especially pa meron tayong bagong batas na Republic Act 11131. That is where the conflict is. Actually, doon lang naman ang conflict natin na nakikita ko merong direct talaga. Another is ito. Under our new law, yung Republic Act 11131, pinayagan na ngayon ang criminologist na mag-practice not only as a natural person but as a juridical person. In short, you, Mr. President, Sir June and I, pwede tayo mag-put up ng ating partnership or corporation and engage in the security practice. And engage in private detective and engage in private investigation, consultancy, and so on and so forth. Because as scope of practice natin yan, at inalaw tayong mag-create ng ating juridical personality or entity, then that should not be also subject to the accreditation requirement of PNP SOSIA. Yung dalawang, Section 27 ng RA 11131, no? Diyan na yung medyo at Section 4 ng ating RA 11131, merong direct conflict. Sangayon doon sa Republic Act 5487, and hopefully we can trace that out also in the proposed amendatory bills ngayon na sinusulong sa Kongreso.
Okay. Thank you for that. Very enlightening, Mr. Chairman. I-greet muna natin yung dito sa isang avid fan natin, no? Si Kath Ubak, watching from Makati right now. No? Good afternoon dyan, Kath. Siguro nasa Rockwell ka ngayon nanonood, no? Okay, now, tanungin muna natin si Dr. June De La Cruz, no, as a security practitioner and of course as a think tank of CHED, Technical Committee for Industrial Security. Now that you have mentioned, Sir June, no, na meron na tayong nilabas, CHED has already released the CMO that requires the formal education of our security professionals, no? Ano pang nakikita mong ibang mga bagay-bagay na kailangan may offer natin so that we can improve the services, the competence, no, the skills of our security practitioners in the country, Sir John? Yes, parang
salamat, Sir Jerry. Naka-outline naman doon sa RA 5487 yung parang kung tawagin natin sa terminology yung career path, no? Kasi nga wala pang formal education yung security. So anybody, there is only a minimum qualifications. Pero sundan ko yung sinabi ni Attorney Gabaw. Tama yun, no? Is very specific doon sa IRR na yung sa investigation. I'm very much interested with kasi alam nyo naman na meron akong sariling private investigation and asset protection company. Ay, hindi sa akin, sa asawa ko pala. So, specific na nakalagay doon who are to acquire yung security private investigation license to exercise profession. Dalawa lang ang nakalagay doon na dapat nag-graduate ka, no? Either Bachelor of Laws, di pa sinabing bar passer, or graduate of Bachelor of Science in Criminology. Very specific. So, yun yung which I think I would agree kay Attorney Gabaw na bakit inire-require mo graduate dito, bakit kailangan mo pang i-license? Kung meron ka naman national a license to exercise profession coming from a national office. No? So that's very specific. Now, doon sa sinasabi kanina ni attorney na kung criminologist ka, pwede ka na mag-set up ng business. No? Either yung tulad sa amin, ng wife ko, yung training school namin, yung private detective and asset protection, yung security agency, and other related. Kasi yung term na word na security and protection, na siya eh. Tawag na attorney, yung sa PNP SOSIA.
Oo,
Nagkanan sa SEC or sa DTI ng company na may nakalagay security or protection, i-refer ka sa PNP SOSIA to get an endorsement. So sa ngayon ang requirements is pag magtatayo ka ng private investigation company, kailangan lahat ng yung presidente, lahat ng empleyado may private detective license, no? except for those people who are doing manual work. Hindi sila required. So, isa pa yung area na pwedeng tingnan na doon sa ating, mababanggitin ni attorney, yun sa position paper na ginawa, na pag criminologist ka and you want to put up that business or you want to get that license to practice profession in security, hindi mo na kailangan mag-undergo ng panibagong training or to get a license, kasi yung criminologist license natin is enough as proof that we are authorized to perform that particular profession. So maraming mga yung mga sa security natin na lalo na ito, kung mayroong magagraduate sa BSISM. So actually, ang isa nga doon, gusto kong dagdagan yung Bachelor of Laws, BS in Criminology, and BS in Industrial Security Management. Kasi, pero yun, nag-aral ka ng 4 na taon, tapos mag-a-apply ka as security officer, college graduate ang requirement doon. Ngayon, may bagong proposal na college graduate yung executive protection. Tapos, mag-a-undergo ulit ng training sa kanila for a certain period, 4 na taon ka nag-aral. So, and those na mga profession na yon, nakalagay yun doon sa curriculum natin. So, I think that is what we need to harmonize doon sa ating curriculum at yung pinag-uusapan na ginagawang bagong batas ngayon for private security.
Okay. Well, Sir John, baka pwede nating bigyan siguro ng perspective ang mga nanonood sa atin ngayon at nakikinig. Ano bang pinagkaiba ng security guard, ng security officer, ng security manager or security consultant? Baka kasi yung sinasabi mong industrial security management, baka ang nakikita ng taong bayan yung mga nasa mga different gates in their gated subdivisions and dito sa mga malls. Kindly somehow share to us and to our viewers, ano ba yung pinagkaiba ng trabaho nila, ng scope ng responsibilidad nila sa mga nababanggit nating security officer, security guards, security manager, yung mga protection officer, and so on and so forth, Sir John?
Salamat, Sir Jerry, sa tanong na yun. Actually, isa yan sa nung we rolled out already yung BSISM. So, may mga invitation coming from higher education institutions. Kasi nga, they want to put up to offer that program. Pero may investment ng school. Ang tanong lagi na may-ari ng school, bakit daw mag-i-invest dyan? Ang tanong din ng nanay, bakit ko i-enroll yung anak ko dyan? Ang tanong naman ng anak, bakit ako mag-aaral niyan? So, maraming inabutan ng mga agam-agam about that particular program, no? But balikan ko yung sinasabi mo, yung security guards, security officers, may kanya-kanya kasing competencies na kailangan, no? Kung sinasabi natin na ito yung mga security personnel na binibigyan ng license, so may certain qualifications, may certain mga trainings na kailangan. Pero when you talk about yung mga security guards, security officers, security consultant, security training director, these are all regulated by PNP SOSIA in terms of licensing, no? Sa consultancy, pag kailangan maging training director ka or training consultant ka, kailangan at least may master's degree ka doon. That's in the IRR. Now, sasabihin, bakit pa kayo maglalagay ng BSISM? Meron na tayong mga program instruction para dyan sa mga ganon. Ang ina-address natin dito yung kakulangan ng mga security professionals sa mga private corporations. So, anong pagkakaiba noon? Sabi niya, ang mga tanong nga, minsan nga, may nag-aaway na. Sabi niya, yung security ba, isang profession ba yan? So, yun yung mga tanong, no? So, pag tinignan mo, yung traditional concept ng security is more on yung basic guardings, no? May gwardiya sa gate, may gate ka, may susi. Pero yung security kasi ngayon, is already part of management ng malalaking companies, no? Kaya tinawag na natin security management, hindi na siya yung traditional. So pag sinabing management, ando na papasok yung basic management skills in terms of, kung tawagin natin PLOC, no? Yung planning, leading, organizing, controlling. Hindi mo naman makukuha yan doon sa mga security trainings na ino-offer para lang sa mga licensing. So, kailangan may specialization siya. Ngayon, marami ng mga risk management, may business continuity management. So, a lot of specialization. At ang isa pinakamalaking specialization dyan is all about crime prevention and control, no? Which I think that is one of the very good competency of a criminologist like us. Kasi when you talk about crime prevention, it's not about only understanding the causes or the effects of crime inside the company.
Okay.
So kailangan meron din mga strategies na i-apply para ma-overcome or ma-control yan. Kaya prevention and control, if you cannot prevent, at least control it. So, total si Atty. Gabo gumamit na ng theory kanina, gagamitan ko na rin yung theory para makita yung relationship ng security management and criminology profession, no? In terms of crime prevention and control. If we still remember, lalo doon sa mga nakikinig sa atin ng mga professors, no, yung theory of determinism and rational choice theory. Determinism are the causes, no, bakit mayroong mga crimes. When you talk about crimes sa corporate, hindi lang itong external. Kasama dito yung internal. Mas mabigat yung internal. Then, paano mo siya makukontrol? So, gagawa ka ngayon ng mga strategies. Ito yung rational choice theory, no? Yung tinatawag natin na invisible hand. Mga pulisiya. Diba? Ang sikat na pulisiya, naging motto na nga ng security is no ID, no entry. Pero ang objective mo niyan, lahat ng papasok kailangan kontrolado namin. Pero hindi nila alam na yan designed for crime prevention. So papasok yung mga theories na inaral natin sa criminology in that particular aspect, lalo na sa mga research planning. So kaya I can say security is a profession. And I'm a living testament. I've been here for the last 25, at least 19 in the company, but 25 years practice. Then we put up our own business ng wife ko. So nakita ko na yung dynamics ng private security. Kaya I decided to stay. Sabi ko, there is life here. So, just a matter of right perspective lang. So, ang tanong, profession ba talaga to? So, siyempre, alam mo naman tayo, nag-research tayo para malaman natin na ay isang profession. So, makakita tayo ng isang mechanism na magte-test. Siyempre, hindi ko na isa-isahin. Marami yan, 10 eh. Pero pinaka-basic doon yung income. That's the number one test. To test a particular discipline, if that is a profession. Tinanong ko si Job Street. Kaibigan ko yun eh. Kung ano yung entry level ng security. No, entry level lang, for 5 days, 8 hours a day. No? That's around 26 to 28, which for our graduates for ISM. So walang 13-month pay yun, and lahat ng mga benefits wala pa doon. Kung kakagarin mo yan, mga 30 plus. And that's what's happening in the Philippines as well. Yung mga entry level na ganun. So that's why I'm very excited in sharing the good news about that BSISM to the young people to take a look. And baka magustuhan nila yung profession about security. At marami naman makikita nila na every now and then maraming companies. Lalo na ngayon, in times of this pandemic, no, yung security and safety talagang naging na uplift or na identify talaga yung role sa mga corporations.
Thank you for that, Sir Jun. No? Stand by mga kaibigan sa pagbabalik.